Hi everyone, welcome to another video of Vlogmas. I believe this is day 20, but I could be wrong. I'm in Mexico and a couple things came across my feed and I wanted to talk about them. I will talk about the Christian BBL and I will talk about Jonathan Majors, but in a different video. I want to do that live and I can't do that at the moment. So maybe I'll go live later today and then put that up before this video. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I was having a conversation with one of my clients, and one of the things she mentioned is just the experience that people have with food and how they're like tied to it, and that's why it's so hard for them to lose weight. And she was referencing herself, and it wasn't something that I had given too much thought about, but now that we had had this conversation, I'm like, yeah, I mean, think about it. If your entire positive mindset is tied to like an experience with food, it's going to be really hard for you to give that up. And we were actually talking about Oprah, because Oprah recently revealed that she's taking some sort of medicine for weight loss. And how, you know, even with all of her money and all of her success, like food is still the thing that has her by a chokehold. It's like still the thing that has her, and that's so much trauma is wrapped up in food, and so much. It's amazing how like hard it is to give it up. And I see that as someone who's struggled with food, and the sacrifice that you have to be willing to make, like the discomfort that you have to be willing to face is almost like unbearable. And that's why people don't do it. So it's not even just like willpower. It's not just, oh, I need the right people in my life. I need the right, like, you know, doctor or nutritionist or whatever. It's people are so tied to food in a traumatic way that they cannot let go, because it actually feels like a death. It feels like a death. And a lot of the things that like we cover up with food will come up. And I can't imagine for Oprah, who has already talked about the fact that she was, you know, sexually assaulted, and, you know, even just like think about how she was treated as a Black woman in the entertainment industry, and how much of that trauma she like stuffed down with food, and how much of that she covered up with food. And then to take that away would be horrifying. It would be like a level of pain that most people don't think they can handle. And like, of course, it's like most things, like any, how do you say it? The fear of the pain is always worse than the pain itself. And that's how it is when people realize that they have to give up food. And I've had people, you know, sign up with me and they start for a little bit, and then the demons start coming up, like, you know, the fact that they can't eat. Now they're starting to feel things they don't want to feel, and they quit, because the pain of like sitting in your trauma and feeling it and experiencing it and letting it pass is not worth it to them yet. Not worth it to them yet. And I believe that someday it will be. Someday I do believe that some of these people will come to the point where they're like, it's not worth carrying 30, 40 extra pounds to not feel afraid, or like to not feel whatever it is they're trying to cover up in the moment. And Oprah hasn't gotten there yet, and a lot of people haven't gotten there yet. And someone left a comment on my last video, and she said, like, I don't want to shame Oprah because it's a long process. It is. It's a very long and hard process, because again, you have to be willing to feel things that you have been covering up for 15, 20, 30 years. And most people just ain't finna do that. They're not about to do that. They're just not. They would rather go through life heavier with knee problems and heart problems and health problems than to feel like the actual pain. And the experience of food is more important to them than being healthy. The experience of, you know, that comfort that you get when you're just like eating up to yourself into oblivion. Because that's what Oprah's doing. Like, people, you can't deny, like, people don't become 400 pounds by like snacking. Like, the lie that we tell ourselves, that's just not reality, right? Like, you get there because you're eating, you know, 8,000 calories a day. And so Anyway, people just have to be willing to give up that experience, and when they are, it's really painful. But when they
thank you so much.
Are cleaning, the ladies are cleaning our room right now. When you do, it's hard, but it's also the most like rewarding thing that you can do for yourself. So anyway, that's my video for today, you guys. Make sure that the experience of food is not keeping you, the temporary experience of joy with food is not keeping you from a lifelong experience of happiness. All right, we're gonna go to the gym. I'm getting my nails done later, and don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe on this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.